Fucking with it right here with who I started with. We something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, H1 Central Coast mob and suicide. Always arsonist. I step in the booth and cats. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right. And we're back. We're live on Chicano Tube again. Gracias a Dios. He blesses with another day. We're live on Chicano Street. This is the street where all the raza hangs at. Chicanos, Mexicanos, La Raza. Hey, Central Americans, South Americans. Hey, Russians, Polish, Africano. You name it, man. You name it. Everyone has a voice here. No one is blocked here, and everyone is invited as long as you're grown enough to have a conversation. You can get in your feelings too. It's all to the good. Sometimes we shoot the shit and we get in our feelings, man. Hey, gracias all the day oneers, man. I appreciate you more than you know that have been rocking with me, fuck with me, tough. You appreciate the voice, you appreciate the sound, you appreciate the story. Now, I do got to tell you though, the in-depth story, the no cut, no filter story, that's in the members only. Okay. And I do that for a specific reason. It's because I see a lot of people on YouTube acting real tough, 50, 60 years old, and still want to be with the cool kids, right? Like the popular kids in school, right? There was always the popular kids. I was never with the popular kids. I was always with the gang members. So that's all I knew. But anyways, shout out to everyone that stands on their own 2 feet, that got their 10 toes down, that's not swayed by another person's ear, is not swayed by what your college taught you. You're not swayed by what your closest fucking mentors are indoctrinating in your ear. But I've kind of taken a practical approach to what's going on. Does this help my wallet or does this hurt my wallet? Does this help my family or does this hurt my family? Does this help how much food I can provide and put on the table? Or that, common sense is coming back in style and it's starting right here on Chicano Street. So real quick, couple announcements. Tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and go live. I got Nino America coming on the channel again. I think it's already the second visit to the channel. No time like the present, right? There's a lot of stuff going on in the news. I warned you guys on November 6th. Something I'm gonna actually add to it. I'm like, maybe I didn't tell him the whole truth. Let me tell you the whole truth right now, and nothing but the truth. So help me, el Señor Jesus. If you want to wake up with the glass half empty, the gallon half empty, you can't do shit. You can't get ahead. You can't, and you won't. But really, it's the laziness. I got bad news for you. Real bad news for you. The 4 years the Raza's gonna have a prosperity, well, you're gonna call fucking scorch earth comet, rockets hitting earth chaos. It's not going to be 4 years for you. It might be 8. Oh, fuck that, Mikey. I don't want to buy 2, 3 homes. Fuck that, Mikey. I don't want my taxes cut. Fuck. I get it. I get it, man. But anyways, I appreciate everyone that's already tuning in. Let's talk about a latest move that happened. Again, I appreciate all the comments, man. The latest move that's happening right now. Of course, we talk about trending stuff all the time. And I told you guys that there was never going to be more content and more, dick riders and haters and all that. Never before than this time right now. I told you that on that little 2-month break though during the holidays. Some people weren't ready. Some people were like, damn, now my feed is like fucked up. And guess what I'm hearing? I'm hearing from people that I've never heard ever. People are coming up on my feed sounding real deep that never would comment in their motherfucking lives on my feed. That's interesting. Interesting to note that. Me and the wife were talking about a situation like that con una mona. But anyways, tonight I'm gonna have Nino America on. What do we got? We gotta talk about the flag burnings. We're gonna talk about chaos. We're gonna talk about protests. Molotov cocktails, the fucking cartels droning American agents, whatever's going, whatever's trending, man. Whatever's trending, that's what we're gonna talk about. I had a good conversation last night with Si Se Puede. We were on a three-way call with Don Rafa, man. Shout out to Don Rafa. He's a move maker. I'll tell you that, man. We're talking about buying properties for Bitcoin. People didn't even know. That's the next level of finances. I do a video of buying property on Bitcoin. It gets 5 views and shit. I do one on cheese, man, on fucking Raskizi removing that dude Pocho. Thousands of views right away, right? The dude just went to medical. He didn't come back. That's it. Story's done. You know what I mean? Anyways, so tonight, America, 6 o'clock, shoot the shit. You know me, I'm gonna stir the pot, man. I'm a pot stir the pot. It got to be a good conversation. Stir the pot, good conversation. I got about 4 or 5 clips, 4 or 5 little memes. I appreciate you guys, man. Those little clips you guys send me does help. You know what I mean? I just upload them. Now the MOV iPhone files, I gotta convert those to MP4s, but it's all good. It's because they come from native iPhones. But then the JPEGs, I could always, I know how to do all that shit. Me and the wife has had Photoshop subscriptions annually since 2014. Not even skipped a month. Never canceled it. Never suspended it because that's what we do, right? So that's some of what we do. Is know how to do that. Hold on, hold on. Oh no one wants to come visit. It's a ghost town when the winds are like 60 mile per hour winds. Some crazy winds right now, man. So stay safe, man. Trucha, if you're going through like Hecker Pass, all my drivers, you got to be trucha with Hecker Pass and certain strips of the 5, like Risky. I know he's a driver. Certain parts of the 5. Hecker Pass is 152. Los Baños. Don't go too fast on the pinche carretera way. I mean, the point is to make it to your destination, not the speed you made it, but make it to your destination, man. All right, back in the comment section. Excuse me, before we keep moving. Salabo 831, that's right, my boy. I appreciate you. A day one just stepped in the building. That's all I know. That's all I know. The 831. Matter of fact, the wifey called me not too long ago and said, you know what? Karina's already setting up that meeting, that emergency meeting. I said, great, because I knew that the next assembly is on the 10th coming up, but the meeting was something I was going to propose then. But of course, we got to do that locally. And she's like, Karina's already on it. I'm like, cool. Karina's already on it. Cool. And again, the numbers are skewed. The propaganda is real. The fear is real. That your world is falling apart is real. And then you wonder why the law of attraction hits you. The law of attraction. You are a magnet. And what you're radiating slaps right to your face, right? But anyways. Celeboy 3-1, that's right. I send my respect right back to you, my boy. Mr. Manos got hands. I knew 2 Manos. I knew 2 of them right here from the town and shit like that. And they had hands, man. Especially the older one. The older one, I don't even think, rest in peace, he's not around. He's not around. He was with another original they called Batman. And then the youngsters have never heard of these guys. These are the guys that were around when I was a teenager. But that's members only story because there's videos in the members only. And people comment things in the members only videos, and I'll go in there and I'll make that content, owe it to the people, even if it's just 99 cents. I owe it for you. It's the token, it's the thought that counts. You know what I mean? But I knew a Manos, man. He was a bad dude. He was a bad dude, man. Sorry, no tortilla. That's right. Artie Martin. Niles just stepped in the building. That's right, my boy. You already know the windstorms come around February way. It's cracking right now. It's windy. I got the dead cat on the mic though. So see, even the last people that were here, they're already packing up, man. I always tell mom, ain't no one tough it out like me, moms. Look at me. I'm in the thunderstorms right here with you. Of course, I got a umbrella and shit. Already yep, I look. That's right. Fearless Hustle Boxing. Where you out of? Where you out of, brother? Because I know a lot of coaches, man. I know a lot of coaches in a lot of cities. Literally all 58 counties. I got a gym. And that's just traveling with USA Boxing, for about 10 years. Now I just mostly just keep the lights on, donations, and money. We just got to keep the doors open for the kids, the youngsters. That's some real shit. You ever see me do a video over here, over? No, I could. That is content. Every single platform is its own community. I feel like right here with us, it's more intimate. You know what I mean? Then there's the IG community. That's different. TikTok, the TikTok community is different. See what I'm saying? X is different. So, you know, X is where you find the ballers. I'll tell you that right now. You want to find the movers and shakers, they're on X. And I'm talking about because, again, like I was talking with Don Rafa last night, and Si Se Puede, I told him, yeah, they're selling properties now for Bitcoin currency because of the spike in Bitcoin ever since November 5th. Things have been spiking slowly up. People don't want to talk about it, but 40-50% increases across the board, almost. And so we're talking about that, man. Bitcoin moves. Checking in, on hold, digging the chat. Hey, I appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you, man. Last time I was on, I want to say West Santa Clara way. And I went to what's the name of the Five Guys Burgers and Fries. That was fire, bro. That pinche burger smacked so hard, and the seasoned fries, and I think it was West Santa Clara. West Santa Clara. It was like right there it was a Department of Real Estate building. They have it in Santa Clara. You know what I mean? And I was getting just one certification, but I crossed the street to get lunch. It smacked, my boy. But they just announced Cinco de Mayo on Story and King. Emma Prush. I was there last year, bro. I put it out there. My life is transparent, man. It's the best way to live. You want to live like Mike Tyson, walking in the middle of the street. You know what I mean? With people. Salud. Did you see the clip of Claudia Scheinbaum? Claudia Scheinbaum pulled up. Of course, she had security. She had shooters in the car. Don't act like she didn't have no shooters in the car. The president's going to walk around with shooters everywhere. I mean, people that are froggy, that, off with your head if they feel anything, because they know the law. You know what I mean? And I know sometimes it's hasta chuecudas. No one's perfect. Chuecudas and just write a report different. I know. I know. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. Woo! I just hope the mic quality is not bad, but I ain't tripping because I brought that second. I got my Dickies jacket, the second one, that black one, the gray hoodie. It's a second layer. I ain't as long as the mic makes up. I got a dead cat on. Serio pedo. A dead cat is also known as a windscreen, but also how it will sound. You know what I mean? See right now, cabrones. We'll see right now. Give me a second, man. Pulling sleeves down. What's su madre, man? Then we'll talk about these guys that maybe they should have did that from the beginning. Maybe it shouldn't have always been, hey, están metiéndose, and they're just picking up where they left off and becoming smarter criminals. Just because, they're with their partners and shit. They go in there, then they find out all the partners over here, then they want to get transferred over there and hang out with their partner for years. They don't rehabilitate. But guess what's happening now? Guess what's happening? This president right here, for love. Okay, so fucking people get red in the face like a tomato, right? When I mention them, you never gave a shit, and I never gave a shit before 2016 about politics. But I'll hold. He's been having conversations, so we know what happened with Claudia Shine. Oh yeah, let's go back to that. I like that little clip, man. I don't know if she's a plant. To be honest, she could be a plant because her bloodline is different. But driving up to the people in a rancho, like in San Miguel de Allende, that's cool shit, man. You got to be able to be around the people. If you can't be around the people, damn, what did you do? If you can't be around your people, if you can't be in your community, if you can't be in your fucking city, what did you do? That's like one of the biggest disgraces you could ever do in your motherfucking life, man. What did you do, man? But anyways, Claudia Chine, she was rolling through the city. And so there's been conversations. So they had, okay, so another dude, Bukele. Let's talk about this dude, Bukele, right? Or fortune cookies. I don't know, bro. Like the first time, like when I sit in a Chinese restaurant, no disrespect, no se agüiten, right? I read the horoscopes, right? But I'm thinking it's like what, like flying mystic dragon. If you're born this month, you got flying mystic dragon energy flowing through you. I don't know. Just I used to read shit, and I'm like, well, different religions. I'm not gonna disrespect. I'm just they see things differently, right? I went into, I'm not gonna say what religion, but I went into someone's house the other day, and they had paintings all on the walls of up in space, and there were monkeys all on the walls. It's a different religion because I seen one partner one time he showed me he would hit a button, boom, and the wall, a gold wall would come down, and he would have to hit his knees and pray. And they taught him that since he was a little kid. I respect it, man. We're in the USA. We're in the USA. Don't get it twisted. Five Guys by Hammer and Lewis. Shout! Is that where it was? Oh, cool. I don't know where Hammer and Lewis. I wasn't going there, but I knew I was across the street or a block. I was close, and it was just it's a business parking, businesses, commercial businesses with a bunch of offices. And I just looked up Five Guys. It was point something mile, like point something. When I went over there, I said those pinche papas smacky. Smacky, man. All right, we're gonna go back to we're going back to level farm. He keeps going down and shit. Yeah, I mean, he keeps having annuals, and every single annual he's had already, he's gone down so much. He's on the farm. I'm gonna have to agree with Alvin on this one. That's right. Hey, agree with Tom. I haven't even made my point. What are you agreeing with, Way? I'm almost still on the pinchy intro. What are you talking about, Way? I haven't said shit. All right, let me keep talking. Down the road. So Bukele told the president, "Hey, let's make some deals. Everything is a contract." I know when Norby says the U.S. is a business, I know what he's talking about because everything is a contract, right? So here's our dealings: boom, boom, bat, boom, boom, bat. Like with Shine Bomb, you ain't gonna help me secure your own border. We share the border. Then 25%, boom. And what happened? Don't trip. And then the 25 got suspended for 30 days. But who had the leverage in that negotiation? I mean, obviously it's 47. So just you got to recognize game. When a motherfucker ends a war in a week, you don't want to give him no credit. And then the previous motherfucker had the war going on for 4 years. You don't want to give credit? Come on, man. Don't be that brainwashed, pinchy zombie sheep. But anyways, and so they worked out. They just were talking business, right? But in the end, 47 brought this up. Hey, that we got a little overcrowding problem, right, inside our facilities, but pertaining to some pretty bad characters that we just we don't want them around anyone. Would you mind doing this for the United States? Bukele said right away, yeah, little fee. Let's talk about it. That's what happened. Shit could get done if you just open your pinchy mouth. But when no one wants to negotiate and everyone just wants to go scorch earth, melt it, it's me, my way or no way, those are the wrong people to have at the table. Don't invite those pendejos. They're going to mess things up even worse, man. Well, first off, just like I posted in my last community post, don't invite a motherfucker that don't got palabra, man. He don't got a word no more. A handshake and a word was valuable at one point. And I think after my generation, it disappeared, man. It disappeared. Here came the 2000s, and I don't know what happened, man. That's right, Richie Lokes. I appreciate you, cabron. I have a denim Dickies yard. Richie Lokes is in the casa. That's right. And then, of course, San Whole Lifer, mi hermano, he says, hey, fuck that puto. Absolutely, man. Hey, everyone has a voice here, carnal. You already know what it is. It's 2025. Now, check us out, San Whole Lifer. Like us, Chicanos way. You know what I mean? We got two flags way. So it's like we're stuck in the middle, bro. We're stuck in the middle if the internet is is stirring shit up, which I call propaganda. I've seen motherfuckers get hit because of propaganda, and they didn't even know why they were doing it. And I don't even blame them. I blame the propaganda that they fell under. But anyways, um, everyone has a voice, and everyone can say fuck it. It is what it is. But we embrace both. So when they're throwing Americanos to Mexicanos, when they're throwing Mexicanos to Americanos, we're chilling on Chicano Street. We ain't even tripping. We're playing oldies. We're playing old school. Of course, we're playing Spanish music. Mix it in with some freestyle, some reggae. We're chilling. So we're in a peculiar place. So the conversation tonight with Nino America is going to be interesting. Way it's going to be interesting. We embrace the American side as well, man. I had people hitting me on my DM, Mikey, what's going on? Here's what the homie told me. Are those paisas doing it? No, no. I said, bro, they're not hardworking raza that want to provide for their family, bro. Doing donuts, spray painting walls, or blocking a whole freeway of people. That's not the raza doing that, bro. The hardworking raza, man. They're misguided misfits. That's all. Misguided misfits, man. Demonic religion. Ah, damn, man. It's crazy. That's crazy, man. A lot of people have tattooed, blasted all over the body, demons and angels. Ask any tattoo artist. What some of the number one things they've been asked to tattoo? I bet you they'll say demons and angels. And shout out to Bonkers Inc. I've been putting off. I went to like 8 sessions from the wrist to now I'm halfway up the arm. I went like a 4 on each side on each arm, and I'm not even looking forward to it, man. I was healing for months. Since right now we're getting in the groove, we got the Hispanic Assembly on the 10th. We got the farm workers meeting coming up after that. We got the next town hall meeting that everyone is getting representation at. I sent invitations to a lot of people that will surprise you. Nah, you didn't send it. Yeah, I sent it to him. Whether they talk about it or not, I'm not shutting anyone down, man. Coco says that's right. Pay attention to Chinese restaurants. You think it's a China man, but hey, what's happening? That's true, man. No, that bro. I've been trying to tell the people, bro. It's not even less than 10% of the 90 of the people that they've taken out of this country are Mexicanos. Imagine I told all the people, hey, imagine the people that caught a case. Say they went to a protest, caught a case. They're in the county jail. They're in the fucking tank. Why? Because they're pendejos. One and two, they're on probation or parole. Imagine you tell them, hey, you show them a report. Hey, the CBP, ICE, and for transparency reasons, they all have websites with graphs. They all have information no one wants to look up. But I know some people are like, yeah, but that's fake. I get that too. Okay. Bro, it's not even less than 10% of the people they've taken out, which is over 3,500 people, are raza. Less than 10%. When people try to shit on the raza and blame us for what other motherfuckers are doing, that's where I take umbrage on. I'm like, no, no, no. That ain't the raza doing that. So why do you don't throw that on there. I could bring it up too. The chick in Idaho. I mean, rest in peace, the young lady. The young lady in college in Atlanta. Okay, rest in peace. The young lady in San Francisco. I could name them like Nino named them and be like, none of those were Mexicans. I'm not saying that a shit on anybody. I'm just speaking the truth, man. I always told you guys, they're going to whack this channel. We're going to go out talking the truth. We'll be back. Well, actually, subscribe to Chicano Street. Do me a favor, man. Subscribe to the backup channel, cabrones. So when they whack us for telling the truth, and people don't, man, I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that go. Palabras, everything. Damn it. But imagine being on the internet, carnal. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna. And then all of a sudden, you're like, hey, didn't you say you're gonna do that? And oh, that's right, man. Robert Woolley stepped in. Where's the DJ emoji this time, Robert Woolley? Praying hands. I send mine right to you, man. It's just windy right now. Oh, my audio's not that messed up. Fearless hustle. That's right, my boy. Fearless hustle. Is that a Colorado boxing gym? Is that one of Mile High's homies? Bro, I'm not gonna call him that. I'm not gonna call him that. We've had our issues. Um, I'm not even trying to rehash old shit, bro. Is he helping the people? That's all. That's all that matters. Is he helping the people? Not everyone is everyone's cup of tea. I'm sure that people aren't subscribed here because the seasonings. The fucking salsa's too hot. Maybe I don't know. But is he helping the people? Because we're already done. I mean, chemo, triple OG. I mean, the videos are out there. I haven't even used half the clips they sent me, man. If he wants to get back in a guerra, and I don't want to stir the pot, man. Matter of fact, I want to call in on his show and be like, hey, are you on the unity train? Because it's no one is the head of the unity train, but everyone is jumping on board. You jumping on board? That's all I want to tell him. If he gets in his feelings and goes YA on me mentality, I'll laugh. See, I knew it. I had a feeling, man. You never lose that spider sense way. I mean, all right, let's get back to Bukele. Bukele. For a small fee, they're going to be sending certain, I believe it's federal inmates. Those are the ones, again, the ICE roundups. Okay, I know people get mad, telling it like it is, right? And she's sensitive, nalgas. The ICE roundups, they're talking about sending them over there because they remember in Salvador, they have the mega prison. The mega prison is like I said the other day, what they should have done in the United States that would have led to a lower recidivism rate, which is have the people do hard labor like trenching. Have them trenching for a couple years and see if they think about when they get out next time, if they're going to grab the blower from the homie or jump in the ride with the homies. I bet you they'll think about it. But again, this is what I think is going to happen to a lot of people that are out, of this country. Go back in the comment section. That's right. Already, San whole life for he's the OG. You know what I mean? He's gonna check it real quick. Hey, Artie, hey, a little too much to drink right there, cabrón. Okay, cálmate, güey. A little too much to drink. You know what I mean? Drink the pisto, way. Don't let the pisto drink you. No, I'm just kidding. Artie says, prepare. At the end of the day, there was only two candidates. One there was tail of the tape on. One there was 4 years, and it was the same, shit on the news. Riots and hate and hate and hate. Right. Um, and then the other one would have been like the Raza wasn't even talking about, bro. They weren't even talking about record inflation, almost 10%. They wanted more of it. These people that are posting these memes, they wanted more of that, bro. They wanted eggs to be $12, not 10. Without saying it, it's the policies that help the people. And I always say this, the Raza just, no, we don't care what pendeja is in the White House. Who's helping the people, man? Who's helping the people? Fuck him and his spray tan, or I don't know. You guys are crazy, man. You guys are crazy, man. But anyways, it's not whole life is laughing. Oh man, it's great. From a Chicano point of view, cabron, we're in the middle. I feel like I don't want to speak for everyone, but I know a lot of Chicanos that grew up with Mexican parents. Um, it's like they just brought Mexico to the United States. Serio. Our parents just brought Mexico to the United States. They painted the house looked like it full of manteles, a lot of little ceramic foxes and angels everywhere. Maybe even plastic on the carpet, plastic on the couches, old school shit. Delicious food always in the kitchen, which I call the best in the world. Don't get mad, cabrones. They just brought it over here, so we can't shit on this country, man. A flag like that burning in front of me immediately, I didn't even blame the youngsters. I blame the parents, not teaching them. And then it's not even maybe the parents' fault, maybe or the youngsters' fault. They didn't have anybody. Nobody. to tell them nothing. So they ran to the homies. A view from the Niles. Damn it. That's right. That's a shotgun blast in the sample studio. Tonight at 6 o'clock, man. It's gonna be a good conversation. It's definitely gonna be informative from just what we're gonna be showing and reacting to. It's current events. So you want to get caught up on current events. That's it. Maybe we'll open up the phone lines. I feel like if I do, they'll be really hot, man. I mean, hot. I think they'll go hot. If we open them up tonight, we'll see how it goes. I want to respect his time. We'll talk about him going viral over Selena Gomez. Remember what she did?
I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
That is a gacho clip. That is a gacho clip because the people behind her were all weirdos. That's a gacho clip. That's a I know it is. It's gacho. I'm not trying to throw all that on her. You know, the chicanita. The dad's Mexican. The mom's a weta. He says, and P Nava. P Nava would have been a great voice, man, to have on the town hall. She was always down to earth, pensativa. Who fucked that up? Why did she leave? Whose fault is that, man? Let's hit them. They probably were Mexican, burning the flag, trying to make us look bad. Yeah, you got to be careful because let's say they're Mexicans, full blooded, but they're a bunch of teenagers that are just wild and unruly, and everyone went through that teenage phase. We got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Is we got to be careful by saying because there was a clip I'm gonna play tonight. Una mexicana. She left the protest. She had a blue Dodgers hat on. She left the pro. She was like, "Oh hell no!" They started getting into it with people sitting in their cars. And I wish you would, man. I'd be handing out pillows in the middle of a fucking mob. Hmm. What do you think about the protest? That's why we're gonna have a live tonight at 6 because the protests are hot right now. Wait, the protests are hot. You know what I mean? Um, I've been noticing people have been following us and creating content off of us. That's good, man. Keep creating content. Keep putting it out. Why? Because our ultimate message is going to be advance the raza forward. So that's what's going out every time someone shares that. Believe it or not. But again, it's Chicano Street way. We don't like the Mexican flag, fuck with. We don't like the American flag, fuck with. And if you have a different opinion, well, that's you. That's not us. We're going to talk about that tonight, Richie Lokes, for sure, cabron. See? A bunch of beta males, misguided, just misguided. They ain't got nothing to do. They're out on the streets at nighttime. None of them looked over the age of 18. None of them. None of them looked over the age of 18. So that's why that's not a representation of everyone. People have to understand that too. Because I hate when people throw nets on people. You know, that's what Alvin used to want to do is involve everyone in his issues. And I was against that. Like, no, man. But anyways, let that go, man. Let that go. I don't want to bring up Alvin no more. Georgie says put some peachy lollipops, Artie Marin, and put a fucking movie on. Pinava, she's coming back. Wait, don't trip. All right, let's go back to Bukele. Wait, Bukele. Salabo 831. That's right, my boy. Appreciate you, cabron. For a small fee, they'll start going from here to they're already loading up Guantanamo and airplanes. But now El Salvador's mega prison, because maybe motherfuckers get out of that. and they don't come back, right? We're over here, hey Holmes, where you been? And you hit the yard and there's your buddy you haven't seen in a while, and you're kicking it for years. All the while you abandon your family, and the wife's crying and the children miss you. But most of us just go and hang out with our friends and buddies for a couple of years. Again, it was what it was, right? Now we realize what we did. It's a shame, right? But they go over there, they start fucking trenching, they start doing hard labor, breaking boulders like Rambo 2. Remember the beginning of Rambo 2, the first scene? Remember he was breaking the rock? Boss, boss. And the colonel had to look for him again for another mission. Ain't no cholo gone on more missions than Rambo. Cholos ain't got shit on Rambo, I'll tell you that. When that Huda saw his shirt off and seen all the scars on his body, it was a wrap, man. That fucking Huda was shook. This is not normal. One time my lip got split, my front lip. People don't even know this under the brocha. The front lip got split. I got 8 stitches. You know what I mean? Went to the hospital. Natividad, they sewed me up. Boom, 8 stitches. Okay, cool. And you can't even see it because the scar went hella down and it says hella small, but it's a line going from like the bridge of the bottom of the nose to the edge of the lip. It is what it is. Oh man, too much. What's going on with you blokes? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. My bad. Something came up real quick. Hold on. All right, I'm back in black. Let's see what's up. That's right, Mikey Chicano hasta el tope. That's right. Again, when we see the fucking güeros, or let's just say Americans against Mexicans, Mexicans, Americans, we're chilling, man. Shit, we got Gallo Negro, we got Santana, we got Chuy. You know what I mean? We're cool. And best believe, the last thing we are is intimidated. You got us talked up. The last thing we are is intimidated. Matter of fact, we're more intelligent. We've been leveling up every single year. So we want to have a conversation about these issues. We want to solve them like a negotiating decision maker that can solve shit that's been going on for months and years. Why can't we sit at the table and solve it? The truth is, they don't want to solve it, man. Not everybody. If I had a magic wand, the whole North and South, over with. Done. I'm not saying the North can't love their colors and their neighborhoods and the community. I'm not saying the South can't love their colors and neighborhoods community, but that they got strife with each other, done. If I had a magic wand, you know how many funerals that will save? Oh. What about that Target? The last time I heard Target was getting boycotted was because they weren't putting out no rainbow stuff, chirujo stuff. That agenda. Again, less than 1% of the population in the United States. Less than 1%. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying what we need to do on that aspect is we can have a conversation right there. Why? What policies or what specifically is it that makes you feel you ain't got the same freedom as the next person? And we could address that instead of throwing, cabronas. I can't wait tomorrow, man. My magnet holder for the mount se quebró en el pinche carro. I ordered a new one. Should be getting here today or tomorrow. Oh, tenemos un funeral this week, raza. On Thursday, rest in peace, man. Carlitos. We're definitely going to go. It's going to be packed, man. You don't even know how much he was loved. Man, he was loved, man. He is loved. He is loved. Shout out, man. All right, last comment said, let's check it out. Happening. There's money. That isn't happening. There's money in the struggle. I see what you're saying. Well, see, the Brown Berets came on last time and called it Prison Industrial Complex. I think her name was Sister Tina. Prison Industrial Complex. And I didn't ask, but I would have loved to had a discussion, bring up in our discussion the school to prison pipeline. I don't really understand that. I don't understand it, and I don't want to sound ignorant, but to me it seems like, so you're telling me just because of a presence of an officer, of a law enforcement officer, that's going to cause the child to go to prison? I don't believe that. Or you know, that wouldn't be logical to me, man. Who would tell the child that person is a bad guy or a good guy? Who has that? Who should be the only person that has that power? The parents. So who gets the blame there? I'll hold. Magic wand, like what? Yeah, but it's like there has no homicide rate has gone into the single percentages in Salinas, bro. It's been so good. They just don't listen to these YouTube videos or these 50, 60-year-old tough guys on the internet scaring you. Tap in with someone in the community. I'll tell you, man, it went from 20 something, and they were all 100% gang related, to like 3, 4. It's a big thing now when it happens, because ain't things happening like that no more. I'm not saying there's no more locuras, but now all you see is motherfuckers with skinny jeans and Dodge Chargers hanging off of light poles and doing donuts in trucks. So a different time. Different time. You know what I mean? I always like Jeep bodies. Pops had a Monte Carlo Regal. I had same thing, same tune. But then I got a Cutlass later, 79. It was a hopper on chains, 16 blend battery, 16 solenoids. It won third best setup, West Coast Clowning Tour. It was in 2000. And then got rid of that to the Immortals, the Castroville homies. Target dropped their DI. Oh man, they cut, bro. This is kind of gacho, but we have to be honest. We have to be honest. I put myself in people's shoes. That's why I could be honest and look at it objectively. Other people don't, because they're agenda driven. The agenda, the agenda, the agenda. I'm more, how does that shit? I put myself in people's shoes. I have empathy. There's 80,000 people don't have a job, bro. They got fired, bro. And I know that's gacho, right? 80,000 people lose their jobs. You have to tell it like it is. Don't sugarcoat it. And that agency, though, was costing the people hundreds of billions of dollars, bro. This is like the ultimate laundering and funneling. No joke, man. Make some shit up and we all line our pockets. No serio. That's no joke, man. That's how they do it, man. What do you think Ukraine was, gente? Why do you think all the propaganda and everyone's exploding on the news? Exploding things are gonna happen for 8 years, not 4 years. 8 years. It's gonna backfire so bad. People aren't gonna buy it. Oh, the news says everything is exploding, but we've already paid off 2 cars and our daughter's college because they cut taxes and we were able to save. No, and no one wants to hear the raza say that though. No, se tapan los oídos. What? That's not true. They'll close their ears. So again, in the community and on the internet, 2 different things. Target is boycotted for working with ICE and turning employees in. Yeah, people get hot about that, cabrón. You know what I mean? I've compared it to having warrants, being on the run. Who wants to live like that? I don't want to live like that. That's horrible. I'd rather turn myself in. I probably would go out till the wheels fall off, though. Just to keep it a buck, you know. instead of turning myself in. What the hell? We'll have the lawyer ready though. But who wants to? I know. So less than 15% of the deportees, almost 4,000, less than 15% are Mexican, bro. Imagine you announce that with the bullhorn to the raza. They don't want to hear it. Well, it doesn't matter if it's anybody. Okay, I get it. But the same people pushing that propaganda are the same one coming up with some fucking a day without a Mexican. What? Slap yourself for even saying that shit. We gotta watch when we let just garbage in our ears, man. A day without a Mexican. You would slap yourself silly for saying that shit. You wouldn't say that over here in the Alisal. A day with 5 more minutes, Santa. 5 more minutes. It's the same thing. It's called common sense, bro. Yeah. Ask your jefita and your jefitos. The same thing. I know when people were asking me about abortion, again, people get mad. I said, this is what my mom would say. Dame el niño. That's what my mom would say. You want to get mad? Because I'm telling you that my mom, traditional Mexican conservative mom, they're like Italians. Mexicans are like Italianos. God, family, passion. To give me the baby instead of what you wanted, what you said you were thinking of doing, you know? Well, come on, man. Come on. Yes, Jams. True. Well, again, everyone went through that youth stage, that we knew it all stage, and we don't want to hear a stage. And the ones that were guided right or checked themselves, caught them, maybe they caught themselves. Again, I tell a story of my best man in my wedding, my partner, Ray Chicano. Shout out to you, cabron. It took a 380 slug in the back of the head for him to go to college and now be here in the baddest hospital calling shots. A 380 in the back of the head. You know, fucking game. This ain't the fucking internet. Cálmase, man. When it's real shit that affects the people, we're gonna put our foot down, man, and speak the truth, right? No matter who it hurts. It's the truth. It's not mine. Is what reality is. We turn off our phones and your laptops and your desktops. Maybe that's what we need. Go back to the 90s. I would have been a lawyer, man. I probably would have been a really good lawyer too. Well, you said earlier, Mikey, 100. That's right. My first ride is 79 Monte Carlo. Oh, bro, my dad gave me a Monte Carlo and a six, and I was at the continuation school in Mount Toro, and imagine the homie had a tequila sunrise flake candy paint, and it was extra. The dude ordered too much. Well, you know what they do? They get another fucking couple pints. The homies, you know. But anyways, giving up game. Gun that way. Okay, got you. Get a couple extra pints and then spray it. And we had extra couple cars to spray. They sprayed the Monte Carlo, which was like a gray primer, to a tequila. I'm rolling up to the school in caps, about the 1/4 inch stripes. No. Did I have L's? No, I never did. But we always we looked older, you know what I mean? They weren't pulling us over because we looked older. I was joking around on yesterday's live. I said, you could do any kind of transplant you want now. Pelo on tu copete, pelo on tu barba, sideburns, and you could even do a pinche brocha implant, transplant. You know, for the ones that ain't got that much testosterone. I'm just kidding, cabrón. Testosterone. Mikey, supplement to the prison industrial population would be present. Chingado. A little book floating around in the bay and shit. They slid it to Corco's door, a little book in the bay. And it said prison industrial complex by those writers. There's real deep writings because remember, they were in the middle of their oppression and struggle when they wrote that. You're not just reading words off a page. That's some real shit. When those people talk, you know, revolutionaries, you know, even though you don't agree with it, just put yourself in their heart for a second while they're writing their manuscripts. It's a trip. They tried to kill me twice. You had Carlos Montes. They tried to whack him. The founder of the Brown Berets. He felt they were trying to whack him, the government. He jammed. He took off. He's gone. He caught the midnight train to Georgia. He went to like Colombia because they were gonna whack him here. He's saying that's how crazy the politics were getting in the 70s. He feels like they're gonna whack him. It's still happening now. No matter what fucking political party you care about, it's still happening, man. In Mexico, they're quicker. That same night when you fuck up, you disappear. That's crazy. And flying flags in Mexico, whew, I know Coyote. Hey, shout out to Coyote respectfully. Coyotes for hire. Shout out to you. All respect to you. Hey, what did I comment back? Échale ganas, cabrones. Yeah, that's right. Que le echen ganas los güeyes. He's saying, no, I don't see that. And I think he said Vallarta or Jalisco, somewhere in Jalisco. I'm sorry, I didn't. And I told him, bro, acá my experience is where my family's from. Michoacán y Jalisco, way. Respectfully, but échale ganas. I see you, cabrón. Dale gas, pariente, and all that shit I said. It's a public comment. You can go and see it. It sounds weird. Oh no, it's that's why we gotta go live at 6 tonight, bro. We gotta go live. We gotta go live from the protests. Let's see what's going on. You know what I mean? Nino America, he got some contacts, people in the news. He jumped on a live. I think it was with Inform with Anthony, and he was right in the middle of the protest. And he was seeing people kind of leaving, saying, this is not us. We're not doing this shit. People were leaving. They were leaving, embarrassed. They're like, fuck, this is not, after a certain point. I get the message and all that, but you don't want to be in the middle of the shit. Okay? Those are the ones that are really about it. You know? If you got something to say, you're going to be in the front of shit, in the middle front of the shit, You ain't going to be on the sidelines. But the spectators, man, it was a trip. We'll play some videos tonight, man. I got about 4 or 5. We'll see. White MAGA are affecting the DER program. They spend on it in rural areas. Orale, man. I'm going to die in a rural area, I'll tell you that. I'm going to go out like the Godfather in a little tomato farm on a little ranch with a vineyard property off the 101, like in Paso. Been falling in love going and seeing these houses. Like, yeah, this one, I'm putting an offer in, because they don't trade hands too often. It's like 40, 60 years the family's had the property. It might come on the market one time in its life. Crazy little ranchos, man. I'm gonna put some caballos in the front. I'm gonna put Diaz on that shit. I'm gonna pay at least two guys, at least one guy full time. One at least full time. That's his full time job. Los terrenos, los animales. Vatos will jump in front of traffic. That's what I'm talking about, bro. What if you're in traffic, bro? They kick your car, bro. What are you gonna do, man? Serio. What are you gonna do? The fucking dude turns around and does like a fucking donkey kick and dents your fucking the window. That's when you get to test what level of maturity you're at. That's the ultimate litmus test. Let's see how mature you are, cabron. When a motherfucker does that, and especially you got the old lady, I mean the wifey in the car and the kids. Talk about a test, man. I'm here working, making somebody yes, right now. What are you making with? Fucking brisket sandwich, brisket fries. Ooh, I had those at Stoney's on the south side. Date night on Sunday. Shout out to the wifey, man. Door security. Yeah, we need security, man. We're not gonna let things go. Of course, the YouTube Yarda's wild. I just you guys have been knowing I've been kind of going more into the activism shit and less of the YouTube Yarda shit. That's why with that dude, that character, I just said, look, he went to medical and he never came back. Rascal whacked him. We met high command. It's a wrap. We were just gonna, that's the way he was gonna be, we're gonna tell the story. That he went to medical and boom, the video dropped. Because they got phones back there behind the walls now. Everyone got phones, man. Shout out to Spookio, man. Vatos were jumping in front of traffic. Shit, I wish a motherfucker would, man. Jump on my hood? Fuck, man. It's crazy. Only if you know your rights. That's why it is important for everyone to know their rights, even the farm workers. Just print out the Miranda rights, give it to them. That's exactly what they're printing out on red cards. The Miranda rights. So just give it to, or the Constitution, just print it out. Print the Constitution out. They'll know their rights. Okay? forgot where I was going with that. Straight up, Mikey. Traditional Mexican values. Not for everyone, but for me, bro. I ain't gonna be the one. My parents are gonna roll in their graves and be like, "Oh, because of me, my kids are no sabos. They don't know Spanish." Yeah, dropping the ball, but that's just to me. That's just to me. Dropping the ball. I feel like that's why when moms passed away, we rebranded the channel, bro. We went up a level on that. Now we started to include more of what we talk about now. You know what I mean? A little bit of cheese, man, too. Of course, there's always guerras and all that shit, but you know what I mean? This is our space, man. Chicano Street. And there's no one's blocked. Believe it or not, no one's blocked. No one's blocked, no comments, nothing. Say what you want, man. Offer on a cut list. Damn, man. I saw on West Market a Regal the other day. I almost felt like pulling up on them again. Throw a number out. Throw a number out the window. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful. You know, it had to be a good number. Don't disrespect someone because obviously some people's cars are just sentimental value. They've been in the garage since Grandpa was born. Grandpa was alive. Great Grandpa was alive. You get rid of a car like that, you probably are a pendejo, man. But I understand sometimes you need money and shit. Yeah, those youngsters are like that. Most of them live in Divide. Most of them, the dad's not there, bro. How many times? 9 out of 10 times, the youngsters that are catching cases, and I go talk to them, I just have to ask a couple questions to learn their situation. There's no dad, no father. So those that were raised with the father and the mother, double. That you knew them, another blessing. I used to drive El Camino. That's right. Like Machete in the movie Heat. Machete from Heat. He made El Caminos, the raza by El Camino. Let's keep that a buck, okay? Let's give credit to Machete from Heat, man. Look, it's a Chicano pinche win. Is that right? Bro, but let me ask you this, man. Why do you feel like that? Did someone tell you to say that? Is that the cool thing to say? It's on the internet. I could drop the link, bro. You want to drop the link and tell me about it? Like over the phone audio here. Let me drop the link. Cancel, guess, invite, copy. Let's pull up, bro. Pull up. Let's have a conversation, bro. Because I didn't even know what a coconut was. I laughed about it a couple weeks ago because I don't know. I guess I'm fucking on that one. I was a slow on, right? Okay. Then I see the brown pelos on the outside. Yet Kia we on the channel, and he said, Mikey, you get the color brown out of a cram box. Put that next to your skin. No, some people, and it's just again the Chicano. You know what I mean? Some of us Chicanos, man. We laugh at a lot. A lot of people think we take shit a lot more serious. Like a motherfucker wearing a mariachi outfit walking down the street, and they want to cause an issue about that. Why don't you ask the raza what we think, and don't try to talk for us? You know. But a coconut is probably because, again, one political party put out propaganda against another political party. You read the meme, and now you're commenting. But come on in, bro. It'll be just 5 minutes, bro. Let's talk about the last 4 years. Let's talk about your candidate. And if you do, like I promised, I'll send you a T-shirt, bro. I'll send you a T-shirt. I'll send you a gift card, a gas card. Oh, the phone call is going to be open tonight. I feel like if it's open tonight, way, it's going to get lit, way, because we're going to be playing the protest live, way. I feel like people are going to get in their feelings tonight, but I came on here right now to say, hey, Chicanos, that both of those are our flags, man. We look at one side, it's shooting at the other side, and we ain't down with that shit. So what do? We kick it in the barrio, put on the oldies, old school, and just vibe with it. That's how we do it. We vibe with it, and of course we chime in, man. That's why we got the podcast, you know what I mean? But we're going to the Hispanic Assembly on the 10th. Karina Powers just talked to the wifey, and we're already talking about the farm worker meeting and getting this thing cracking, because before the corrida, because all of them are right now, they're all asleep. I mean, they're all descansando. All the farm workers are 100%, it's the middle of the off season. They're hibernating. But before that comes up over here, a hard blitz of meetings, information, which is all public information, the Constitution, your Miranda rights. That's great. It sounds real deep that you're going to put it on a card, but that's what they are. They're free to everyone in the public. Damn, man. It's I back up Reskeezy on this one, man. I have to back up Reskeezy, man, because he's been the YouTube Yarda attorney. That's not even I don't even hesitate or anything like that. Um a person's gonna burn themselves, man. If you have skeletons in the closet and you're jumping around different places doing shit and you don't think none of that shit was gonna come back, this is the you wanted to be a public figure. It's all coming out, cabrones. That's right, Richie. That's right. I do culinary. Man, I remember doing that in the camp one time on my first tour. They will give you a year, and 4 or 5 in the morning they'll wake you up. I learned how to cook a mean breakfast. That was the first time I tasted tomato soup. Bro, we grew up in the barrio. Okay, come on. I never eaten no deli sandwich. I never ate no tomato soup. I never ate meatloaf. I never had corned beef hash. I mean, that kind of food. Because again, we grew up in the barrio way. Mexican parents. The Chicanos standing with the Mexican gente used to rob the street vendors. Hey, that's no joke, man. I had a partner. I rented a place to him. I'm trying to look out for partners, right? I'm trying to look out for people. I rented a place to him. Okay, one of my properties. Real story, right? One of my properties. And next thing you know, my assistant calls me. Hey, the police were here looking for that fool, and he knocked off a couple paleteros. I'm like, what the? Like at 6, 7 o'clock that night after I was jalando todo el día, I went by, I knocked on the door. He's right there, big old cheesy smile and la chingada. After that, he did do like 5 and 6 in YA, you know. Um, and no, I don't think he went to the state. He just did 5, 6 in YA, never went to state. Never. Because some people do like disappear for 4 or 5 years as a teenager, and you get it out of your system. That'd be good enough for me. I think. I don't know. Um, and for the paleteros and shit like that. But you're not putting everything in context because now we're talking about 2025. So it's real selective to pull some shit out from the 90s and apply it to 2025. But again, it's brown on brown crime that doesn't exist. I'll hold. Question is, you always saying Michoacano, que Mexican flag, but when Nino came to the light, disrespect. I know what you mean, Wade. He says Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. The opposite shit can happen too, bro. Someone can come on my live and the person will want to burn a USA flag, right there. How would I feel? Again, in the middle, bro. Well, Mikey, you ain't the fade. What do you want to do? Run the fade? I'll run the fade. Ain't nothing. You know what I mean? To Chicanos, who are we intimidated of? Wait, who? Name one. But disrespecting the Mexican flag, bro. I might have a guest coming on. Of course, we're gonna hit the brakes on certain shit. We don't do no weirdo shit. We don't do no sex playing. That's off the fucking top. Anyone that's ever sex played on my channel has I've never been back on the channel or fuck that. They're the easiest ones we just throw out the window. We don't play that shit with our kids and our wives. We don't play that maniaco shit. You know what I mean? But, someone coming on, hey, the Mexican flag this, Mexico that. I get what you're saying, way. Orgullosamente de where you're coming from, right? I get it, way. Again, I'm not going to repeat myself, way. Tonight at 6, tune in. You'll see. Culinary. They're spelling it 5 different ways, man. Chingado auto spell. All right, last ones. One more time for the Vatos Cante and the Chingado, man. There was a picture of the Brown Beret. We'll talk about it tonight. He was the one that started getting people in the middle of the highway 101. I mean, it's a video. It's out there. It's already like proven. It was the Brown Beret. It was a Brown Beret. It's okay. They protest hard. Carlos Montes, I seen him go hard, man. He's going live doing protests. He's driving around with the caravans of the cars. They left Garfield High School this morning, caravanning. I'm connected. I'm in tune with that. You know what I mean? So don't think you're just getting some one-sided bullshit over here. I was podcast, cabrón. That's right, cabrón. Appreciate you, man. That's it, man. Let me read the last ones. Eighth Wonders. We never had Meatloaf, Brittany. bro. I told the wifey this, but probably right after we got married. You know what I mean? After a while, of course, you get to know each other. Yeah, I never eaten these deli sandwiches with like 1 inch thick ham, 1 inch thick pastrami, fucking 1 inch roast beef, uh, the bread, none of that food, no grand slams, not even SOS. I mean, when do we eat SOS, güey? Todo frijoles y arroz con tortillas, güey. I made the shepherd's lamb. Damn, man. Shepherd's pie. I remember seeing that on an episode of Hell's Kitchen. Some good ass shit. I can't eat like that no more, bro. What I've been doing lately, I talked to Sisapoy last night. He asked me about it. I've been eating one meal a day. Sometimes it's two if I count a shake, but I don't even count the shake because, I mean, that disappears like it's water. But I got to drink the shake because in the morning I need to take the supplements. I'm not going to go without fueling my body. And so again, for the men, we got to take D3 with K2. Go to Amazon. D3 plus K2 is the natural testosterone developer for all the men. You need D3 plus K2. They work together to cleanse your system, strengthen your system, unblock arteries. The benefits are, you just research it on your own and thank me later, man. Take like 3 or 4. That's all you need. And vitamins, gente, don't take those pinchy CVS $20 pills. That is all processed garbage. What you need to do is take the methylated vitamins that are gonna cost twice as much. I know money's tough. People want to blame the eggs on this fucking president still, but I know it's tough, but it's been tough for years. But if you could shell out the 50 bolas, the methylated vitamin gives you 100% concentrated, all the vitamin A, B, C, D your body needs. Especially if you're not dieting or working out, then you're just trashing your body. Fuck, do your body at least a favor. Give it a boost. Methylated vitamins, and then look up the D3 plus K2. That's it. All right, gente, I'm out. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street, beautiful Linda Raza, 6 o'clock, Nino America. Protests are happening. They're burning flags. People are pissed. You're shitting on my country. Well, let's talk about it tonight. I'll see the Raza at 6 o'clock, but remember what I always say? In the end, all you got is the memories.